Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something very different. I'm talking about my past, my awkward stories, embarrassing. I thought maybe you guys would enjoy story time. So just a little background. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was homeschooled throughout all of my life until I graduated high school. I was not really used to what happens, not necessarily in universities, but I wasn't used to weird interactions with guys, I guess. I went to a small private university and it was very strict in the rules. I got a wonderful education there. I made a lot of awesome friends. I met my husband at that university, so I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't go there. So my freshman year, I started the work program that my university offered. If you worked at least 10 hours a week or more, you would get subsidized. Also, the money that you made went towards your education. I chose to work in the dining hall of our university, and this wasn't like some small little dining hall. It was a gigantic dining room. It was, I believe, the size of a football field. They had a lot of different student crews. They had an all-girls crew, an all-guys crew. They had dishwash and pot wash and like a massive endeavor, and I don't even know how many students they employed, but it was a lot of students. I just loved working there, and I made so many new friends. That's basically how I would meet people, was through working at the dining common. I worked on the all-girls crew. We wiped dining tables, we cleaned the bathrooms. There were smaller private banquets for the university president and like the people that they would invite over. My main job my freshman and sophomore year was to clean the bathrooms, and that was like huge bathrooms that you go into with several stalls. I cleaned the guys and the girls, and then in the back I would clean the staff bathrooms. And of course I was this little freshman cleaning these bathrooms. Well, I would go into the men's bathroom, I would clean, and I would leave my little cleaning cart near the door in the men's bathroom. I would just put the cart on this side next to the door, kind of blocking the doorway, thinking they'll see the cart, nobody's gonna come in and try to use the restroom. But guys would come in, not all the time, but rather frequently, and I would have that cart right next to that door. You know, I'm on the other side cleaning the urinals or cleaning the stalls, and then some guy would come in, walk past that cart, come around the corner as he's walking into the stall and say, "Oh hey, I'm gonna use the restroom right here," and I'm cleaning the urinals, and I'm like, why? That is so awkward to me. Like, I don't want to hear you peeing or doing your business, whatever. But they would just go right into that stall and go to the bathroom, so I would run out. I was like this embarrassed little freshman being like, oh my goodness, this never happened to me, why? Ugh. It happened so frequently that I would block the doorway with the cleaning cart, but guys would still squeeze past the cart and they would still go to the bathroom. I was like, seriously guys? After a while I got really annoyed and I just walk out and roll my eyes. But really, like, if your mom is cleaning your bathroom, do you just walk in and be like, hey mom, pull down your pants, gotta go to the bathroom, I know you're cleaning in here. Go in the back and clean the staff bathrooms. There was this guy on the all guys crew, and I'm gonna call him Blake. Blake was like, you know, the cute guy on the crew, and I found out later that a lot of the girls really liked him. So I had a major crush on him too, and I would just kind of like be super obvious about it, I guess, and just like stare at him when I would walk by. So I thought maybe, hey, it seems like he's staring at me, so okay, whatever. And being the scared little sheltered freshman that I was, just, you know, didn't really say anything. But one day I'm cleaning the staff bathroom. Blake walks in and like gets changed on the other side of the wall. There's like lockers and whatnot in the bathroom. And I was like so completely frozen with fear. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I think someone's getting changed, but I'm just going to pretend like I'm not here, even though I was definitely there cleaning. He got finished changing into his work clothes, and then he like struck up a conversation with me, and we like found out what each other's names were and everything. And so we like talked in the bathroom, in the guy's bathroom, for a few minutes, and then he went off and did his shift and I kept working. I hate to admit this, but I would time my cleaning schedule after that so that I could talk to Blake like as he was coming out of the bathroom and say hi to each other and whatnot. I was such a creeper. Even just thinking about it right now makes me want to cringe. So we like became good friends. I felt like we finally talked to each other over chat. Not in person, but over chat. And we were like, oh yeah, I like you. Oh, whatever, I like you. My dating rules were I wasn't allowed to date until junior year. And so the rule was I couldn't hang out with guys by myself. Like I couldn't go to a meal with guys or anything like that unless I was in a group. So we like crushed on each other, but we couldn't really hang out by ourselves. And it was like the most awkward and ridiculous thing that we had to do. So if we ever wanted to go to a meal together, we had to go with friends. We would go to breakfast together and we dragged our friends with us at like 7 in the morning, I think. It was just the worst. You know, I was really immature and really young and like really liked him. I thought he was such a great guy that I was kind of definitely for sure pushing things to work out for us, and it wasn't gonna work out. Now that I look back at it, it never would have worked out. We hung out quite a bit, and then I think it was starting to fizz out that year. The school year ended. I went home, he went home. I wanted things to work out so bad. We had the same minor. I made sure that we were taking class together at the same time that next school year. So I was like, yes, we'll be in the same class together, like we can hang out. That next school year came and we went to our first day of class together. I sat next to Blake and we were talking and it was kind of awkward. So then after that class, Blake came up to me and he was like, yeah, so I just want to let you know I'm not interested in you like that anymore. And so I was like super heartbroken. And then a couple weeks later I talked to him and I was like, it's fine, it's whatever, let's still be friends. And so we ended up on the same crew like the next semester and we were great friends. It wasn't a big deal and I was super glad that things didn't work out with us because there were just things that I realized that I was really glad about. And besides, I'm happily married to my husband who's like way better. Just kidding. I had another awkward like dating story. This guy was really interested in me and kind of stalked me for a little bit. He was trying to meet me, but we just never crossed paths for whatever reason. We were at this social event and he approached me and was like, hey, my name is Jake. It's nice to meet you, and like pretended like he didn't know me. He asked me out to one of our school events and I was at the weird place where I was like, I can't date right now, but I can date next semester. We like hung out a lot and he seemed like a really great guy. He was super nice. We had a really great time together and then we got to know each other a little bit over the summer. Everything bad that ever happened to me with guys was over the summer. I think it was because you just like, you don't hang out with that person anymore and you're like, well, there's other people out there that could be just as good or better. When we got back the next semester, he was like, yeah, I don't know what I want. He was just like, yeah, I'm not interested in you anymore. And so once again, heartbroken, cried. And this time it was worse. I don't know why. I think it was because like I didn't do any pursuing whatsoever. He pursued me and so I felt really special. And that was going into my junior year, I think. So obviously I wanted more answers and I was trying to get those answers. And at the same time, I was still hanging out with him. So I kept thinking, well, maybe there's a chance if he sees that I have changed, maybe he'll get back together with me, which is really dumb on my part because if someone doesn't want to hang out with you, like if they don't want to be with you, then you shouldn't waste your time. You should just move on and find someone who loves you for who you are. And I kind of didn't get that concept at the time. So I tried really hard to change myself and nothing was working, and really I was just making things worse because, you know, he wasn't interested in me. He ended up just really cutting things off and just stopped talking to me. So that was even more painful for me. But at the time it was something that I really needed. It helped me be able to sort out my thoughts and my feelings, who I was as a person and who I wanted to be. Later on in that semester, he was just so nice and really apologized for how he dealt with things, and we were able to like work things out. And it's not like a new girl thing where you apologize hoping to get back together. At that point, it was completely platonic and I didn't have any thoughts of getting back together with him. My favorite story by far is the story of when me and several of my friends were hanging out around Christmas time, and we ran around the campus and we were having a good time at night, being awesome. And this rule is not going to make sense to anyone, but one of the rules that this university had is that you were not allowed to walk in the grass. If you wanted to be a bad girl, if you wanted to live life on the edge, you would walk in the grass and be like, So we were messing around, talking about walking in the grass. I was like, oh, I'll do it. We were standing by these bushes that were right next to the administration building. So we were just like chilling and, we're like messing around, having a good time, taking pictures. The university president walks out of the admin building. We all freeze because we're little freshmen and we're like, oh my goodness, we're gonna get in trouble, we're gonna get expelled, we're gonna get bad points. So he walks out and he just like looks at us for a second and he's like, good night, girls. We're all like, good night. So he takes off in his car and we run out of the grass and we all laugh and we're like, he's a nice university president. He didn't get us in trouble. That was definitely the story that we talked about the most. So let me know if you enjoyed this video by pressing that like button, and let me know in the comments below if you have any awkward stories from college or any stories you'd like to share. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful day, an awesome week, and don't forget to make your world a better place. Bye!